and bless me with your beauty, oh cutie.
Slumped in my leather mission-style easy chair, trying to concentrate on reading the New York Times Magazine online on my laptop after a hard day of planting, seeing the full moon reflecting off the snow on the ground, streaming through the window, illuminating the lit menorah with all 9 candles blazing. I knew the end was near when Esperanza slowly pulled herself out of her quickie wheelchair for the first time since she found herself living in it 18 months ago.
Daddy, will you read me a bedtime story?
Sure. What story would you like to hear? Mulan? Cinderella? Beauty and the Beast? Esther and Mordecai? Sherazade?
None of them. This time, I want the story to be about me. About when I have my quinceañera and when I fall in love and meet my husband. That will happen, won't it?
Yes, I say soothingly, as if I was trying to capture a wild animal. I pull her closer to keep her warm. It happens to all of us. We all meet our beloved at some time in our life, I find myself reluctantly saying. Even you.
Promise?
Yes, I promise to make sure it happens, one way or another.
Good.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a man and a woman. Do you want it to be 2 women?
No, let's be traditional this time.
Okay. Who had never met, and the woman had been raised by her father, a carpenter, after her mother had died when she was 8. But now, the woman was of merging age, but no man or woman would want her. Although she dressed conservatively for a woman, she had learned the male trades as well as the female ones. They were all scared of her, afraid she would want all of the power of the relationship. Are you feeling the pain again? Would you like me to massage your back the way I did for Mom when she was having her first period before her quinceañera? And so, the woman, whose name was the same as yours, felt that no one would want her and went for long walks in the woods. One day, while walking by the river, now raging from the spring floods, she saw a stranger, Ferdinand.
Daddy, that's your name!
Well, I couldn't think of anyone else. It's your story. May I use my name?
Alright.
Esperanza saw him try to straddle the river, only to fall in and be captured by the raging current. Expecting him to rise to the surface, she leapt in when he didn't surface and pulled him to the shaded bank, resisting the strong pull of the water's flow. When he awoke, his head hurting from the fall against the unyielding rocks, he thanked her and asked how she was able to do what most could not. She told him of her upbringing, but hid the fact that none of the men in her village had asked for her hand in marriage. After asking about her in the village and not liking what he heard, he asked her father permission to court her, who gave it with great enthusiasm. Ferdinand settled in the village and courted Esperanza, told her that he wasn't courting her because she had saved him, but because she interested him. Nor was he courting her just to be married, but because he truly loved her and would do anything for her. It was nice to have an equal, but a switch in bed. And she was truly worth a price above rubies, as she was a woman of valor.
That was a good story. Much better than all the others. But did they get married?
Within a year, they were married under the traditional wedding canopy as the musicians played Tejano Latino and Arab belly dance, reflecting both their heritages, and lived happily ever after.
Show me, Daddy. Pretend you're Ferdinand. I know that I'm not going to grow up, but, Daddy, before I go, let me experience it. Please, Daddy-o, please.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. That's what dotties are for, Esperanza Gracias La Hava. A few minutes later, as the clock struck midnight, I felt her body grow still and resist life as she stopped breathing. Respecting her DNR request and her advance medical directive, I held her for a few moments and kissed her for the last time before bursting out in tears like a fireworks display. Now, the grieving would begin. Her illness, the curse we call it on planet Haman, is a strange disease. 2 years ago, at age 28, she was a vibrant woman, beloved wife, and newly graduated PhD from the Université du Mars. In the last 18 months, she had de-aged 1 year for every month, both physically and mentally, to the point where just up until the end, she didn't know that I was the man she had pulled from the river, rushing by her house at age 18. And who would stand by her and be there for her when she finally went for her final walk on the ice. Among my people, no one dies alone, and no one dies unloved.